What's going on, people? You know who it is. It's your favorite cousin here for B&T TV with another crazy interview for y'all, man. I got something good for y'all today. We have a professional in the building, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't mind, I'm gonna get right into the intro, man, and I'm gonna let you also introduce the people, let them know who you are also. You know what I'm saying? So we got a special one, man. We sitting down with the one and only Frederick Jig Johnson, professional boxer, multi-sport athlete, trainer, business owner, proud father. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, Jig's story is bigger than the ring. He grew up in Palmetto, Florida during some tough years, bounced back from setbacks in football, battled through loss and depression, and still managed to rise to 3-0 as a professional boxer. Two by knockout, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So we'll put some respect on that. You know what I mean? He's proof that you can turn pain into purpose. And today we're going to talk about his journey, his fight, and maybe have a little fun along the way. So, Jig, I want to welcome you to the show. You know what I
Glad
mean?
to be here, brother. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So, first question, man. And this was named one from the set, but the nickname Jig, how did you get that? Was that boxing or was that something that just followed you throughout life?
It's something that I got in high school from the way I used to dress.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you used to
it's a,
dress?
it was jiggy at first,
Okay, got
but,
you.
and the wild disappeared somewhere along the line.
Okay, okay. That's
Uh,
what. All right, so I want to go here, man. Want to start at the beginning. We're gonna work our way on through. You know what I'm saying? So you grew up in Palmetto, Florida, man. What was your upbringing, and how did it shape you as a fighter and the man you are today?
well, I grew up in a two-parent household.
Mm,
My dad was military, so he was like real strict on things. But you know, both of my parents worked full-time jobs, so it was certain things they couldn't protect all their kids from. You know how it
yeah.
be. Um, it was a bunch of love in our house, man, but certain situations kind of like shifted my path. Like
Mm,
we had to play sports year round, whether it was basketball, football, run track. I found boxing on my own,
okay.
but prior to that, it was like mostly football and basketball.
Okay. Okay.
Um, got two sisters and three brothers.
Okay.
We all
Big
pretty
family.
close. You know.
Okay. So were you like the oldest, the middle child, or the baby?
Well, six of us, so I share the middle with my sister. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. That's what's up, man.
yeah.
So let me ask you a question. When you said you played the other sports in high school, which one was your favorite then? Growing up, between basketball, football, track, all that.
I'm a Florida boy, man. So football, man,
Okay.
it was like since I was 7. I remember the first day my dad signed me up.
hmm
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. Okay, so we're gonna go for it a little bit. So when was there a specific moment in or out of the gym where you knew that boxing wasn't just a sport, but it was more like your calling?
So I kind of shifted into the boxing gym on accident. I had a
Mm,
couple situations where I was going through a little bit of heartbreak, and one of my homies told me you should do boxing. Yeah, it'll help. So I
mm,
went in there and threw a couple punches, and one of the coaches seen me and showed me how to make a fist properly and how to turn my punches over.
mm.
And from just hitting the bag, it was like therapeutic. You know, you just want to hit something, especially being an angry kid.
Yeah.
You know, hitting something that help a lot. I be telling a lot of parents that I be seeing the anger in their kids just from how I was coming in the gym. Like a lot of people didn't notice it, but me knowing how I was, I'm able to see a lot of things inside the kids. Like kind of pinpoint, okay, they probably going through something today.
Okay, okay. So,
Um,
another question off the record, man. Being a professional fighter now, and I'm sure you've seen them, all the videos that people be sharing online, the people fighting and everything. Do you, when you see them, is it hard to keep the boxer from kicking in, or do you even watch those videos? Or and if you do watch them, is it hard to keep the boxer from kicking in? Where you looking like, yeah, man, his technique is off, man, the stance wrong. He, ain't, he dropping his hand every time. You know what I mean?
yeah, man, being a coach, like being a boxer, it'd be one thing to criticize, but being a coach, that criticism be a little bit different.
hmm
But I just enjoy that they scrapping instead of shooting. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
that's
I don't care. I don't really care how they getting down. As long as they getting down and nobody coming back shooting in the video, I can
okay.
sit through it.
That's what's up. That's what's
You
up, man.
know
So,
what I mean?
all right. So in boxing, it's seen as a solo sport, but you have described boxing as a community. Can you
Mm-hmm.
talk about the family aspect that you found within boxing within the gym?
Oh man, China Smith, he was like the first um, mentor figure I had met when I walked in the gym. Like he'd been there through me the whole step of the way. Um, and football is like a team sport. Basketball is a team sport. So you got several coaches mentoring the whole group.
Hmm.
But with boxing, when somebody give you that one-on-one mentorship and
Hmm.
molding you and guiding you in certain situations, like it hit a little bit different. You
Okay.
know, we walked in there, everybody greeting each other, you know what I mean, saying hello and goodbye, and just walking in a boxing gym pretty much anywhere it's be like a family atmosphere.
Okay.
Especially if you join a club, you had the old heads who take you under their wing, and you had the young guys looking up to you, and throughout that journey, if you stick with it, you're gonna end up one of the young guys looking up to somebody up until a point where you one of the old heads giving advice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man. So it's basically it's that family aspect, and everybody is just they in there working and building their craft and basically teaching each other.
yeah,
Okay,
yes, sir.
that's what's up. So I do want to ask you another question here. Um, and I know you lost your father growing up, and so how did you turn that pain into purpose? You know what I'm saying? And now what keeps you grounded moving forward, like in and outside the ring?
Well, I was done with boxing. I had lost my pops, what, 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
well, four
Go.
years ago. Yeah, that that was like the last point. Like that was like a breaking point. You know, like they say the last straw that broke the
Yeah.
camel's back. That was it. And like my hair and stuff was falling out. I was dealing with blood pressure. I needed to do something.
Okay.
And with me training the fighters I was training, still being around that family atmosphere, like they told me to get back in here, I can still do this.
Mm.
And you know what I mean? I got back into it and the rest is history. I'm here talking to you. I've been talking to several news stations. You know what I
That's
mean? Things been working out for me, you
that's
know.
what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So it's
Uh,
definitely a positive in that, you know what I'm saying? And able to
yeah,
get back into it and still doing what you love, you know what I mean? Even through
yeah.
the
And
hard
I'm
times.
just moving like he watching, you know.
Okay, that's what's up.
I always told him I'm gonna jump back into it, but
Mm.
I said it so many times. Well, you ain't finna get back in there, and it's so that it had to happen this way that he gone. But
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I honor him like every fight.
Okay, that's
But,
what's up. Matter of fact, I think I seen something we had like the trunks or the something like the robe or something. And did you have his face on the name or something?
I had it on my trunks.
Okay.
R.I.P. Raymond with a dove on
Hmm.
it.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Okay. And so so you went from coaching, or excuse me, from being coached
Hmm.
to becoming a coach. And now how has mentoring the younger fighters changed the way you see like your own career?
Part of that what helped me. That was one of the puzzle pieces that helped me jump back into it.
Hmm.
Um, just a lot of those kids coming there, like I met several kids coming there with no father figure,
Hmm.
and they looking forward to that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I can't relate to them too much. I had friends with no fathers growing up, but I can't be like, oh, I know what you're going through because my dad was there every day.
Hmm.
But I just try to do my best to take that into consideration. Even the ones with dads, like just be there for them and mold them and guide them how my community molded me when I walked into the gym. I
Okay.
mean, I actually look forward to training kids, man. It's real therapeutic, and I
Hmm.
feel like it's my purpose. So I'm
Okay.
gonna be doing this till I'm an old man.
All right. So, do you think with training kids, man, do you think that they're easier to train than grown-ups?
Yeah, it go back to the when you talk about how you watch those videos with them street fights and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Those people they molded a certain way.
Yeah.
They stuck in them street fighting strategics, but kids they coming out with like a sponge, like no knowledge of nothing. So whatever you teach them, they can get the craft a little bit better versus having to break everybody habits who used to street fighting.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
telegraphing the punches, man. Stop.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
fighting with rage. The adults, you got to teach them. Okay, you don't got to use rage. Just calm down so you can think.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
boxing and thinking sport.
Got you, got you. And so with everything that you've done, man, from football, to your businesses, boxing, fatherhood, um, what is it that keeps pulling you back into the gym? You know what I'm saying? Was it, the mentor and the coaching kids now, the loss that you face? What is it now that keeps pulling you back in there?
As far as a coaching standpoint, I'm always looking for like the next kid I can have an impact on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I look forward to stuff like that, like helping my community.
Hmm.
Even if it ain't a kid, I mean, I have some young adults that come see me, even some that's older than me that come see me who need the outlet. And ain't really no age gap on boxing.
Hmm.
But as far as a coaching standpoint, that's what bring me back there. But fighting is my last chance. Like I'm 36, so I put so many years into this game. I don't want to just walk away without seeing what I could have done.
Okay, okay. So I'm glad you brought your age up, man. A lot of times in sports now too, we see or we consider sports to be a young people thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? With with boxing, is that the same thing, or can you run into people of like all ages getting into their professional career later?
So boxing, I will say this: it is a young man sport,
Mhm.
but I haven't took too much punishment, so I can still keep up with those guys. Far as when you age a little bit more and become more mature in the sport, you know how to calm down a little bit more. You're
Okay.
more smart. Like certain stuff that you see the young guys do, you don't seen it so many years that when they bring it at you, it's coming in slow motion.
Mm.
It's a lot like Father Time, undefeated, of course, but
Yeah.
people who make it to that stage of their boxing career can teach a lot of young guys certain things and even beat them. Like Bernard Hopkins, he'll
Yeah.
knocking young guys out for a minute. Even George Foreman, when he came back, he was knocking younger guys off.
Hmm.
So
All right.
yeah,
So I want to say I got a question, man, and it's actually a debate, but I just want to find something real quick, because I understand you're a father. I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. We go through battles with the kids too. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So real quick, who hits harder? Your toughest opponent or your kid when they mad at you?
Your kids, like as a emotional standpoint, I got two girls, so when
Okay.
they feelings hurt, that kind of hit me,
Yeah.
in a different way.
I got you. I got you.
Uh,
Oh man. So I do have one more question for you, man. Actually, two more. Now, with everything you've done, you're going pro. There's actually two parts, excuse me. You're going pro. Um, what does success look like for you now? Is it the belts and the titles, or is it something a lot deeper?
what success? What I can say success look like for me now
Mhm.
is just getting to a point where I accomplished so much that I got so much knowledge, or so much more knowledge I can give back to the fighters coming up under me.
Mhm.
I mean, as long as I'm set in a position where I can guide them the right way, I feel like I did what I had to do.
Okay, okay. And the other part of that question is, with fighting, what is and going pro now, what is the next steps that you have to take till we see you like on a, for lack of a better word, like in one of them Vegas arenas or something like
But
that. You know what I mean?
just building my record right now, getting that experience,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? It's like puzzle pieces. Like I'm putting them together before we go on and take on those contenders. But
Okay.
I am coming for them. You know,
Uh-oh.
it's just I'm at the bottom right now.
Can we get some names?
I ain't gonna name no names, but
All right.
whoever at the top, because I know it can't. By the time I get up there, it's gonna be a couple
Mhm.
people who's at the top and disappeared. So whoever there, when I get there, I'm gonna make sure I'm ready for them.
Okay, okay. Next question, just off the cuff, real quick. Jake Paul and Tank. What do you
Oh
think about
man,
that? What do you think about that? That matchup that's supposed to be in the works.
I got two answers for that. It's bad for the sport,
Hmm.
It's real bad for the sport.
Okay.
For it's like how everybody criticizing boxing right now,
Hmm.
but for as a standpoint for Tank getting paid. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, when you walk away from this career, you want to walk away as much money as possible and
Hmm.
your health.
Yeah.
And no matter if he it's proven, no matter if he do good or do bad, like people gonna say stuff about him that he ain't gonna like.
Hmm.
So I feel like he just tired of that. Even like Mike Tyson went through the same thing, you know.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
You get tired of the criticism, even though it's a lot
Hmm.
of people saying good things about you. You somehow hear the negative ones
Hmm.
more than that. So
Yeah.
I think this him taking a shot at all the criticism he been getting and just cashing out
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with
without.
that point. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
All right. And last question, man. So you play semi-pro football. You 3-0 in the boxing ring.
Mm,
Just between me and you.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Which locker room had the biggest ego? Is it more ego in boxing, or did you notice more ego in football?
I say football
Okay.
because the reason I say that, in the locker room, you want to outshine whoever might be starting over you or who might
Mm-hmm.
be backing you up. Right, so you competing against your teammates to win a starting spot. Then you got to go compete against your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's double the ego,
Okay.
and
Okay.
a lot of people with that chip on their shoulder, they be pretty
Yeah.
much focused on that.
We just seen them.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And before we go, man, is there any question that I didn't ask you today that you were hoping I asked, or it was something you wanted to speak about that I may not have got to today?
Not that I could think of, man. It's pretty good to talk with you, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, and like I said, man, that was it. And everybody, this is Jig Johnson. He's more than just a boxer, man. He's a fighter, every sense of the word. From chasing the dreams in the gym to give it back to the youth. His story is about resilience, legacy and never giving up on that promise. You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
If you've ever been inspired by this episode, please make sure you follow Jay's journey, support his next fight, and most importantly, remember sometimes there's bigger victories that happen outside of the ring. Jig, thanks again for rocking with us. And real quick, before we go, let the people know how they can get in touch with you if they want to follow you on social media, anything like that.
You can follow me on Instagram at Action Jig, ACTION JIGG. Same thing with TikTok and Snapchat.
All right, so they
Um, my next fight is October 25th at
okay,
Robarts Arena in Sarasota. Be
okay,
tuned in for that. I'll post updates and how you can get tickets if you're in the area and want to
okay.
check me out.
Will anything be live stream for those of us who might not
Uh,
be area at that time?
I'm not sure yet, but once I get word of it, I'll definitely update everybody on my social media.
For sure, for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all here, Fred Jig Johnson. I appreciate you once again, brother, for tuning in and doing this interview with me, man.
Thank you, bro.